Hey everyone, how's it going? What's going on? What's new? How's the family? We're up here at our record studio area, and I just wanted to show you this thing here before it gets destroyed. This is where the records get made, and if you need a little refresher, this is how it works. The mobs get sent to this room here where everybody but the creepers die. Then the creepers go through this door, up in this path, and into this water here. And then this is where we can send skeletons. They go in this path, and they get sent here. So there's 2 layers of water. Skeletons go here, creepers go above. And the idea behind this was I wanted... Notice there's a hole in the roof here. The idea was I would go to the top there where the hole in the roof is, and the skeletons would shoot up at me and hit the creepers. And the reason why I made it like that is so that because skeletons seem to shoot arrows out of the top of their head. So it was hopefully to make it so they wouldn't shoot each other. And this is the, as Zabantito calls it, the quick and dirty mob sorter, which is a fitting term for it. It works good for this case because I only need a few skeletons in that room. I don't need to sort a whole bunch of mobs. And I'm going to let this fill up a bit, and then I'll show you how it works. We finally got a skeleton coming. Oh, they don't always go through the door for some reason. Ah. Come on. And I don't see any more coming. So, some of you have pointed out that I should just make the creeper, or the skeletons shoot at the creepers when they're in that room. And that's what I'm going to do now. And it makes sense because the skeletons pretty much go right here, which is right next to that room there. But what I'm trying to do with this thing is I wanted to have multiple skeleton shooters instead of just one. And it doesn't quite work though. So, I'll show you what it does. The issue is the skeletons still shoot each other, even though they're shooting straight up. And I'm probably going to adjust this so that the mobs fall and take damage, so that they only need 1 or 2 hits to die. But, so you can see in here we got about 4 or 5 skeletons at the bottom layer. And then in there we got quite a few creepers. So once I walk over this hole, and I can put a boat over this hole and stand on top of the boat, and they'll still shoot at me. But once I walk over this, they'll start shooting. And they still blow up. The reason is, since the skeletons still shoot each other, the odd time the skeletons will shoot each other, and the skeletons will shoot up a block or 2 so that they're within range of the creepers, and then the creepers blow up the skeletons. So, there's probably a huge hole here now. Oh, it looks fine. So yeah, I'm going to adjust this so that they just shoot at each other here. So what do we have here? This is for Freak Entertainer in particular. And I'm sure Zabangito is going to find this interesting too. So Freak Entertainer made a mob unloader, but it wasn't, it's very similar to this. But it wasn't automated. He had to destroy the carts manually to free the mobs from the minecarts, and then the mobs would be inside a water source and they would swim up. And then so he had like 3 tubes, 1 for zombies, 1 for creepers, 1 for skeletons, and I think he had junctions with the tracks, and he just chose which tubes to send them to. He destroyed the carts, and then they would be in their individual tubes. So this is a method to automate the process so that you don't have to manually destroy the carts. There's a track piece pointing inward toward the lava here. And the only side, or the only corner of this lava that destroys blocks is this one. So if a minecart hits the corner from over here, it won't destroy the minecart. I better do this fast, the sun's going down. Or coming up, I mean. So, set the track up however you want. Just like that. It damages the mobs a little bit, but it's not, probably only takes off, I'm guessing, half a heart or a heart, because they're inside water. So they immediately get, the fire immediately gets put out, so they don't take fire damage. So you can do it several times to a mob. So thanks to Freak Entertainer for designing the mob unloader. And I hope you like this improvement to it. And what else should we do today? Okay. Okay, we're down here with the musical note box for that Zelda tune that plays in the timer. And a few of you pointed out that I had the tuned wrong. So thanks for pointing that out. And Trirel7 sent me a private message with what I hope to be the proper tuning for it. And I hope I set it up right. So I'm going to play it here and tell me if it sounds right now. So hopefully that's right now. And if not, let me know. I'm not really good at noticing those kinds of things. It all sounds the same to me. So, okay, so what should we do now? Oh yeah, I want your opinion on this. Something I'm concerned about in the storage room is lighting, because it's going to be a big open space. How should I light it? I was thinking of maybe having pot lights on the ground in between the chests and using either lava or torches. Or I may make the ceiling pretty low and have torches in the ceiling. Tell me what you guys think. And oh yeah, with this water wall thing, I've been doing lots of stuff with mob sorting. Before I said only creepers would do what that zombie just did, and I was wrong. All mobs can die in this thing, so you can't use it to separate creepers and zombies. See a skeleton fell into. And what is this? Well, for the last half of the video, I was recording building this. It's supposed to be a boat dock with a rapid dispenser to shoot boats out into the ocean. And it doesn't work for some reason. I think some of the boat physics might have changed. So I'm going to have to look into that. I'm kind of worried that Eats roads are going to have to be redesigned if the physics have changed, so that they don't use stacking dispensers. But I'll do that another day. There is something else I wanted to show you guys. I've already destroyed this thing here. I don't have any torches. Darn. That'll have to do. So this is a possible new mode of transportation using minecarts. You'll notice there's only tracks at the turns here. I want to see what you guys think of this. So I enter the minecarts, nothing happens. If I press down, we take off. And we can travel on land that has no tracks on. but it is not very fast. It's about walking speed. And the tracks in the corners allow us to take turns. We can also make the minecarts go up slopes using the tracks. And what I would like to make this, actually I'm going to make you guys a challenge. Can you create a reliable method of transportation doing this? I'm going to show you how this works. So I had 5 minecarts there. I noticed this, the minecarts are basically an infinite booster. They'll keep going forever because they're constantly boosting each other. But they're also receiving friction from touching the ground, which slows them down and also prevents them from overloading. So this thing is dropping 5 minecarts so that they're in the exact same position. And they won't move as long as they're in the exact same position. But if one cart or more carts is moved slightly away from the other ones, then it'll start the boosting. And apparently minecarts can be controlled like boats. You know how you can steer boats, you can steer minecarts too. What is that noise? Oh, great. Don't. Please don't. Yeah, so you can steer minecarts. So what I'm doing here, I'm inside one of the minecarts right now, but there's 5 of them. If I press down, it's going to move the one I'm in slightly back, which starts the boosting. But you'll notice they're only about walking speed, which is a huge flaw. I think they'd be faster if they were traveling on ice, because there's less friction. But you can do some weird things with them too. For example, you can go into the ocean. Oh. They're kind of glitchy. The goal is to make them reliable. So as soon as so I had them in a trenched area there. As soon as you leave a trenched area, they start to go diagonally, usually. But anyways, I'm going to let you guys play around with that. And if you figure out anything cool, please send me a video response. And see if you can make some method. What am I saying? See if you can use them as a predictable and reliable method of transportation. Because I think it would be cool if you could make a minecart travel across here, for example, straight, even though there's no tracks. That's pretty neat. Alright guys, I guess we're out of time again, so we're gonna wrap things up here. Um, I have some good news for you. Lots of you have asked me to put this world up for download, and I finally have. So I'm going to put a link to download it in the description of this video, and you can finally download it and stop bugging me about it. And then probably I'll upload an updated version of it in a few weeks, whenever I feel like it again. And I'm going to put a link to Freak Entertainer's channel and Zabanjito's and how do you say his name again? Ioxy's. I should have checked. Ioxy's channel, I think. So anyway, thanks for watching, and let me know your ideas.